Okay, welcome everyone. Let's do this. It has been, I think, 2 months or so since we last spoke with Igor, Mark, and Sebastian from Javsphere, and quite a lot has happened. You guys had your token launch, and I think you guys recently launched a new product. So let's take around 30 minutes to take a deep dive in everything that's happened within the last 2 months. Maybe a short history of who you guys are, what Javsphere is, for our listeners that are tuning in for the first time. Just 1 minute for brief introductions. So my name is Fabio. I'm doing community things in the DeFiChain ecosystem. We have the Javsphere account. I'm not sure, maybe Sebastian is behind the account.
Yes.
Hey, Sebastian. And then we have Flo. Flo does content. He's a content creator and a technical writer and many other skills. Also a great moderator. Then we have Igor, also from the Chav team, and we have the man, the myth, the legend, Lord Mark here as well. I'm not sure if Igor and Mark are coming up to stage or if Sebastian is taking this one. So with that, I'm gonna give the word over to Sebastian.
Sure, we all speak, so Mark, Igor, and myself. First, before we start, can we make Mark as speaker as well? I only see him as listener at the moment. This would be amazing.
Yes.
Okay, in the meantime, I can start. So we are Javsphere. We are 3 founders, Igor, Mark, and myself. My name is Sebastian. I'm typically doing marketing. This is also the reason why I'm not with my personal account here. Therefore, I'm here with the Javsphere account. Greetings to all the people out there who are listening at the moment. I see a lot of well-known faces from our community, from the DeFiChain community. So greetings to you. We are here today just to give you an update on the last couple of weeks, couple of months, and also a short outlook what will happen over the next weeks. We also would like to talk about short recap about the token launch, about the staking product we have launched a couple of weeks ago, and also the freezer product, which will launch tomorrow, actually. And there will be our big main project for this year called Leverage X. It's a leverage product based on the assets on DeFiChain. Cool, amazing product, really huge potential. I think Igor will talk a little bit about that later on. And yeah, that's a short introduction. I still see Mark is not a speaker, still a listener. I don't know what we can do.
Maybe just a request.
Yeah, both.
Hello. I'm
you're there
already. Now it's working. Yeah, it's working now.
Okay, anyway. Twitter as always.
Thanks for taking care of that. Yeah, hey guys, really happy to be here today. It's been a while, Fabio. Thanks for hosting. And I think most people know me. I've been in DeFiChain for quite a while, and then we decided to do our own little project. So Sebastian, Igor, and me. And it has been quite a ride over the last couple of months. And just want to say hi. And then I think after Igor did his introduction, and we're going to do a little recap. Thanks.
And yeah, from my side also, hello everyone. I'm glad to be here. And my name is Igor. I'm tech lead at Javsphere, and also in DeFiChain since beginning. So for some years now, and started with community project and built up stuff. And yes, I think it's enough for now.
What is enough? There's nothing which is enough. Anyways, guys, also warm welcome from my side. I guess the last time we guys spoke together was in December. Back then, I still remember you were working on your blockbuster products, so to say. So the TradeX and the StakeX product. And a couple of weeks ago, we posted another blog around the token launch you guys had in mid of April. So let's just jump into this right now and maybe give us a short overview of the products you already launched, so to say the TradeX and the StakeX product. What is it about? And what was the buzz all around the token launch?
Yeah, maybe I can start with the product and guys can take over for the token. Yeah, we started our journey last year in December and we launched first our DUSD staking product. This was a product which helps to utilize the native layer of DeFiChain on the EVM side. So DMC was really young and at the time, and we decided to help the DeFiChain ecosystem and launched our product for DUSD. It was quite successful. We had 28 million DUSD in the product. It was really nice. After that, we built up a cryo DUSD. It was also supported from the DeFiChain community. We built up the UI for this, where DFI reward are converted to DUSD and redistributed to people who froze their DUSD and get nice NFTs for that and so on. After that, we launched our third product, was TradeX. It was also two-layer protocol, two-layer product where people can buy actually D-Tesla, DTLT, and so on directly on the EVM side. We bridge the funds to the native layer, buy on the high volume, high TVL DEX on the native layer, and move the funds back to the user's account. So we tried and we built up many products to help the DMC to use the benefits of the native layer, but no one needs to go down on the native side and download the Light wallet, everything in your MetaMask. And that was our vision to enable the DMC, to enable people to stay on the DMC layer and not go down. And now the last products are staking and Freezer. I mean, that are like our foundation products where the fees and all rewards are redistributed to the holders. So we are now ready with the basic product, staking, freezing, and the next product will be a multi-chain leverage product, which we will go live in Q3 this year.
Yes, and additionally, Flo, you asked about the token launch. Token launch was in April, so it's crazy that it's already 2 months ago. We did 3 rounds. Basically, it was, maybe you would call it a pre-sale. We called it community distribution, where you had the chance to swap to the Jeff token with DUSD, DFI, or Tether. In total, we did 3 rounds. The first 2 rounds were designed to be closed very quickly. The first one was, I think, over in under 2 minutes. The second one in under 3 minutes. For the third, we said we have to change the setup a little bit, that it's open a longer time and people have a chance to go in for a longer period of time. In total, there was like around 6 million DFI, 6 million DUSD, and almost 300K in Tether, which we got for that. It was basically not typical ICO. What we did is basically a liquidity bootstrapping event. We called it like that because the liquidity which was raised during this community distribution was used for creating the pool pairs on the DeFi MetaChain DEX on Vanilla Swap. So we have right now a big pool with DFI, so Jeff token DFI and Jeff token DUSD. There is also like a part where we got Tether. Therefore, we have something special. Maybe we will cover that later on, because we also start this week with our first governance, where our community, the Javsphere community, can vote on something. Maybe let's talk a little bit about that later, because we have a really good idea.
I guess this fits perfectly well then after the Leverage X product, right? Because it's actually to promote the Leverage X product.
Yeah.
So
correct.
Would make sense.
And that's it. So token launch was, in our opinion, quite successful. We are still hustling a lot just to deliver the products, to deliver according to our roadmap. And I think, Mark, did I forget something?
No, I think that's it more or less. Maybe a quick addition to that is that we started actually with products that were actually never really planned. So they kind of happened because we saw the need to support the DeFiChain community for the DUSD products, and then we started our own token. Originally, there was the plan to start with the token from the beginning, but we put the need first, started the DUSD products. So that's why a lot of people sometimes think we are kind of a DUSD project, what we are not, but we can cover this later. Our main products are really kind of not related to DUSD. We are using DFI for the transactions, of course, and for the gas fees, but everything else is pretty much alone standing. Token launch, like Sebastian said, was a big success. And with the freezer going online with our cryo product, Cryo Vault, also the people who got the token in the community distribution gonna start with their vesting. And I think that's quite a big moment because every token that was purchased in the community distribution has a vesting time, vesting period. We call it a block vesting, what means the tokens get released like steadily but slowly over a period of 10 or 20 months, so that there's not a big unlocking event and a million or a billion token gets flooded onto the market. That is where we are now. And now maybe, Igor, we could talk a little bit about StakeX and CryoVault and what that means for the APRs and the next things that's going to happen. I think that's really hot and exciting.
Maybe before we go into the products, just one very obvious question. Now that the token launch is finished, where can we send fellow DeFi enthusiastic people to get a bag?
Very good point. Let me add this quickly. So, like Sebastian mentioned already, we are on Vanilla Swap. What is the DMC DEX that we are utilizing here, where there's quite nice liquidity. So it's very easy to swap your DUSD and your DFI into Jeff. But you can also use TradeX, our own product, that makes it actually very, very easy to buy Jeff. I would even say that's the best way to do it. And then if you want to venture outside of our ecosystem, we have a first centralized exchange, BitTrue, that we are working closely together. And you can buy Jeff there if you want to use USDT Tether. So these are the...
And it is possible... Yeah, we lost you here on the end, Mark. But just one additional question to clarify. But on your own platform, is it possible to onboard via fiat, or is that only possible via a centralized exchange?
No, you have you need DFI or DUSD on the DMC already in your MetaMask to make the swap.
All right.
I tried it out yesterday, and it actually works pretty well. So it was super nice to use it. Nice interface, UX, UI, really on top. It's really great stuff. And you guys actually talked about the cryo the cryo Jeff, the freezer product, so to say, right? Even though I read somewhere it goes live tomorrow on the 19th, same day as the community distribution vesting. But somehow I already saw it in the app, and I was able to join it. Is this a glitch, or is this actually intended to be?
No, it was on purpose. So you can enter already the reward starting tomorrow, because our approach on delivering product is that people can test it, can get familiar with it, and that was the idea behind it. So we released it yesterday, the UI, where people can already enter, they can ask questions and get familiar with the new design or with the new vaults, and everything will start tomorrow. So the revesting is starting also tomorrow, and rewards will also start tomorrow. So that was the idea behind it. Yes.
So actually, the cryo the freezer product is quite similar to the freezer product on the bake side. Is this correct, or do you guys, I don't know, iterate on that, added something, or so just maybe jump a bit into the cryo vault?
Yeah, sure. Maybe the difference between staking and or StakeX and cryo vault. So StakeX is a product where you just can get in, get your rewards, and get out, right? So you're not freezing your funds or everything. You just can go in, you can go out. And that was like basically the idea behind the StakeX family. And StakeX has like two products, one for DUSD and one for JAV. And the cryo vault is the same procedure. So we have cryo vaults for DUSD, and we have cryo vault, it's called cryo JAV. It's a freezer product for JAV token. So the idea is basically you can enter the cryo vault, you can freeze your JAV token for 1 month and till 24 months, and you will get more APR as in staking. So you freeze your money, you are a long-term investor, you are with us for longer, and then you will get more block rewards. or the bigger part in the block rewards. Also, the vesting freezer is it was like everyone who bought in the community distribution, they're automatically also in the freezer, and we call it like a vesting freezer. It also starts tomorrow, and is like one of the vaults we provide. And the great thing about the Creo vault, we have already 100 million JAV tokens in it, and the reward calculation is based on the total TVL, right? So if you enter one of the vaults, you don't have to panic that if someone enter 1 million, the APR will drop significantly. It stayed pretty stable because it is always in relation to the total TVL. So the APR you see on the platform right now will stay for longer. So don't panic. You need time. You can enter already. And that's a crucial thing about the Cryo vault or Cryo JAV.
You just mentioned the actual APRs right now on the website, right? It's around 150%. I was just wondering if I go when I go to TradeX, for instance. Sorry, not TradeX, StakeX. The APRs are quite a bit higher. It's close to the 500%. So shouldn't it be that the Cryo product gives you higher APRs than the staking product since you are locking it away?
Yeah, sure. It was only for a special time period. It was like a marketing attention thing. We set the APR instead because staking went live already, I'm not sure, 1 week or 2 weeks earlier. And the idea was to gain attention, to make like small marketing. Hey, we have high APRs here, distribute the token to people. And from tomorrow, we will drop the APR to like between 40 and 50. It is exactly under the Cryo. So it makes surely sense to get more APR if you freeze your funds. And this was like basically the idea why we launched staking before Cryo, because we need to look at the dynamics, the tokenomics, how many people enter staking, how many people are in the vesting freezer, and to adjust the rewards. So it makes sense, right? So we wanted to be fair for all participants who are joining staking, who are joining freezer, and that was the idea behind it. So from tomorrow on, the staking APR will drop by factor 10, and then everything will be fair and correlated to each other.
I think the beauty about the calculation, how the APR is going to be calculated or is calculated on Javsphere is, in many other freezer products we've seen, if people are really aping into a certain pool, that the APR can drop dramatically, and then you tie up your funds for maybe 12 or 24 months. And the more people join, the APR is going down, 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 down. And that's quite frustrating. We've seen this also on DeFiChain at the very beginning. People were freezing their masternodes, and then the APR was dropping, and people thought, oh, if I would have known that, then I might not have entered. This cannot really happen because there's so much liquidity or so much liquidity actually tied up in the different vaults already. And that's really good for everyone. So you kind of see what can be expected. Over time, it can change, of course, slightly, but it's not going to change rapidly. And that our maximum time is 24 months is also not so dramatic, right? So we are not offering a 10-month freezer here because we've seen, I think people are kind of very worried that these things don't play out over a long time. So start with 1 month, 3 months, and then it's going to go up 6, 12, 24 months. And it's very transparent and easy to see what's going to happen there.
That's actually pretty cool because I also remember the times when the pools were quite small on the DeFiChain side, right? And people swapped quite a bit of money then in the pool, and then the pool tilted. So in your case, this also could not happen, right? Because the pool already is big. So if someone really wants to swap a huge amount of the USD or whatever into JAV or the other way around, then the impermanent, not the impermanent loss, but the people will not lose a lot of money, so to say. Right?
Exactly right.
Yeah, we have pretty much liquidity on the DEX, right?
Yeah, people love your product, so to say, right? But yeah, that's cool. Freezer product looks really great. I used it myself, as I told you yesterday already. So yeah, looking forward to put in more money there and lock it away for a couple of months then. Awesome, cool. Yeah, so let's continue and touch on your next big product called Leverage X, which is basically tapping into the stocks and real world asset category, so to say the Trade X product. So maybe, I don't know who's taking it. Give us a quick look into what is Leverage X, why should actually people use it, what's the big deal about it?
Yeah, so maybe the vision. We already knew that we need a product which is sustainable for a longer period, which is not depending on the USD price, on whatever price. So we just have cryptos out there, we have price feeds out there, and we need a product which is aligned with the DeFi chain idea, which is aligned with this D-stocks, with this real world idea. And we look at the market and we have seen that the most products with much trading, with much volume, much fees are these leverage products. If you see at the market, you will find like GMX, Gains, Jupiter on Solana, and they have a pretty heavy volume, pretty heavy fees. And we thought, hey, why we don't build it on DMC and combine it with a unique price feeds of the D token system, right? So the problem on these stocks, or the problem on the Oracle prices, why they are not cannot be integrated is a regulation, right? Because you cannot just take the Oracle price and put it on the leverage platform where you can leverage and short and long and whatever. So our leverage product will be a fork of the most successful platforms out there, this Gains and Jupiter. We combine the idea of the trading engine is from Gains and the liquidity pool will be taken from Jupiter. So the idea is that you have like a pool and you can add liquidity in whatever you want, and the fee is redistributed to investors. So it will be a fork of these two combined. And the USP, if you are already asked what is USP, why the people should use the product, we will be able to offer stocks leverage trading. So we'll combine there the DEX feed of the native DeFi.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.
So we have like the price for Tesla, we have the price for every token out there, and we will combine this feed with oracles, and this through this we are able to offer leverage trading for this. And this is like the thing where I said, okay, it could be really interesting for outside people to get and use this product because it's unique in a decentralized way, right? You can go long and short with leverage on centralized platform, but on decentralized platform, it is difficult to offer this because of SEC and all those problems. But with the uniqueness of the DeFi chain, with this DEX, the really good DEX of with these stocks, it can be done possible. And the next thing about the product is we are not dependent on DUSD. I can say it just one more time because there are people out there who are asking, okay, you will die if the USD dies and so on. It's not truth. The product is not depending on anything, and the best thing is it's multi-chain ready, right? So we can, if you think about white label solutions, we have our Oracle system, which I think you already wrote a blog entry about this. We have our own Oracle system, and this system we can also bring to another chain, right? So we can just take it and deploy our Oracle aggregator to another chain and build up the product on another chain, on Solana, Arbitrum, or whatever. And with this, we will start with a DMC and see, okay, on which chains we can copy it, we can deploy it, and then we will deploy our product on other chains. And this is the most interesting part about it. Like, we're not independent on prices. We can deliver leverage for stocks, and we are multi-chain ready. And this opens many possibilities where we say, okay, we are not only relying on DeFi chain and that the prices go well there and the USD not die and everything else. So we're building a product, a decentralized platform, which is able to survive, not depending on one chain. And that was important also for me because people are like, okay, there are problems and you will die, and you build up products on bad stuff, and it was really important for us to say no. We are thinking forward, and with this product, we are able to survive independently what happened.
I mean,
Awesome.
The,
yeah,
just let me one thing to add, because I think this is crucial for understanding how big this leverage topic could be. Igor mentioned the I would say the famous projects on the market, GMX, Jupiter, Gains, and something like that. And if you look at their numbers, so they are all started in 2021 almost. Earlier this year or earlier in 2021, later in 2021, but almost all in the same time. They are all focusing on leveraging crypto or leveraging whatever, Forex or something like that, but stocks are missing. The reasons for that, Igor told you. And if you look at the numbers, the big players, Jupiter and GMX, they all both have like $300 billion trading volume since the beginning. And do we reach that with our product? I don't know, but it just shows the potential of the market, because there are so many traders out there, especially in the crypto space, and the correlation between crypto traders and stocks traders is really, really high. So we see a huge potential in the product, and just because it's not on the market. So you can leverage stocks on centralized platforms with many restrictions, but it's possible. But on the decentralized space, same as GMX and all the other platforms doing for non-stocks, we are doing for stocks. So this will be huge, definitely. And this is at the moment where we put almost full-time our focus on that, because, this will be the main driver for Javsphere.
Got it. Maybe just for the audience that is not aware, but both Sebastian and Igor mentioned Jupiter, and Jupiter is the biggest DApp/DEX on Solana. And I just recently had looked at some data, and just the transactions and the volume on Jupiter itself dwarfs everything that is happening on Ethereum and all layer 2s together. It's pretty wild. They caught on to a big trend, so it's great to see you guys implementing or moving into the directions of where the money is. I think Sebastian mentioned 300 billion. I mean, that's some sick volume right there. And maybe just to build on top of that, so you are going into the direction of multi-chain. You are obviously spotting the trends that are currently going on in other ecosystems. What's next for Javsphere?
So I think we have a lot of work to do, and we need a lot of marketing for that, because a platform like this is not gonna, the people are not gonna come by itself, right? So we have to really put a lot of effort into attract outside people to the chain, to Javsphere, and for this new product, because a couple of billion of trading volumes is a lot of work to do. And the next thing that we're gonna do is we raised 200,000 tether, $200,000 worth of tether in our community distribution. And the original plan was actually to swap this into DUSD to support the DUSD. But now with all these improvement proposals that are ongoing, it's actually not really clear where the DUSD is going over the next couple of weeks or months. Is this going to be implemented? Are people going to vote in favor of these DFIPs? So it's all a little bit vague. So we said, what can we actually do with these 200,000 that are actually for the DUSD, not really a lot of money, but can be put to very good use? And so we came up with the idea that we're going to use this money, or we would love to use this money for a big marketing campaign to promote this new Leverage X product to the outside community out there, so that people hear about DeFiChain and people hear about Javsphere, and especially about our Leverage X product. And we are anyway steering into the direction of a decentralized organization with Javsphere, and a part of a decentralized organization is governance. Like, a lot of people know this already. On DeFiChain, we have improvement proposal and community funding proposals. And this is going to be the first proposal that we bring up for a vote. And in the next couple of days already, everybody who is in product like staking, freezer, or also from part in the vesting product from the community distribution, will be able to vote on this proposal. And the question is simply going to be, do you want that we use this 200,000 that was supposed to swap into DUSD for a big marketing campaign? And we are at the moment setting up a voting page on our platform, and then everybody can start on Thursday. We're gonna also bring all this information in a new video that we just recorded today. But on Thursday, you can then start voting for it, and you can, depending on your voting power is coming from how many shares do you own in what product. it calculates a voting factor, voting power factor, and then with this you can vote for the proposal. And we hope that you all guys participate and let us know if you are up for it, that we start this marketing campaign, because we think that the money is put to much more use than to swap it just into DUSD. That is dramatically falling at the moment, and we don't know what the proposals like the DFIP's gonna bring for the DUSD. So we thought that's a great idea, and so that's why we are also kind of speeding up this DAO idea with our first proposal, and that's the next thing that's gonna happen. It is gonna happen already in 2 days.
And the main aim, basically, of this marketing campaign is to target new users, as far as I saw it in your proposal, right? With advertising, reach outs to KOLs, sponsorships, partnerships, and a lot of educational content on top, right? So in the end, you guys want to drive platform usage, and by basically then also accumulating higher trading fees, and in the end, all the users on Javsphere are benefiting from it via real yield, right? And this is maybe something we haven't talked about in the Leverage X product yet.
Yeah, maybe Flo, one thing to add before we continue. So we did already a marketing campaign during our token launch with a way lower budget, and I think everyone who is also listening today saw what we did. I think in my opinion, we did quite good with a lot of AMAs, a lot of posts, a lot of reach on social media, on videos and something like that. And this is maybe just a small lookout what is possible with this 200K. So this will be way, 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 way bigger. And I mean, the target group is quite easy to target, because as I said earlier, we have like a lot of similarities between traders who are using leverage on centralized platforms and also using leverage on decentralized platforms. And it's not like that everyone is the target in the crypto community, but we want to especially target the people who are already in this leverage trading thing. With a lot of things which are happening. So marketing is not only we're doing Twitter posts or something, will be way more, especially around the trading community.
Yeah, maybe I can take now the fee thing. So the beauty about leverage is that you have two parts, right? You have two sides. You have the traders who need the capital to trade, to leverage, and you have investors who just provide capital and gain APR. So we have two sides. And it is a win-win for both sides. So the trader who won, go leverage long, he can borrow their money from investors, he pay fees, and this fees is like the yield or reward for all the investors, right? So if you are just an investor and say, okay, it's a nice product, I will provide liquidity and get my real yield from that, then I will do it. And what happens with the fees? The fees are used for the staker and the freezer. So if you are in the product, you will participate from these fees. How? All the fees which are collected from the product, one part will be returned to investors, sure, because they need the yield to provide the liquidity, and one part will be used to buy back Jav token, and 50% will be burned and 50% will be redistributed to the staker and freezer. And this is for all our products the case, right? So all the fees are collected, buy back Jav token, and redistribute the yield through the staker and freezer. So this is basically the idea of how we handle fees and what is the long-term vision of where the utility of the Jav token will be. We will also add Jav token as a gate. So if you want to use this product, you need Jav token. Imagine if you have like an API of 100%, like on Jupyter, and you say, okay, guys, we need a gate that people need Jav token to enter this product, because the yield is so high, the product works really, really well. We have a great volume, we have a great fees. So if you want to enter, you need like, 100,000 of Jav token to enter. And this is also like this quality or this utility gate of the Jav token, why you need it and what is it for.
So for me as an investor, this would mean actually then a constant return, right?
Yes. That's the idea, and I think it's important to know what the utility of the token is, why it is for, and I hope we described it pretty well. how the JAV token will work and what do you need it, like governance, fees, utility token, you can stake, freezing, and all the stuff, right?
Yep, 100%. No, can't agree more than that. So that's Leverage X in a nutshell. Besides that, are you guys working on anything else? Most likely because you're quite busy, as I know. But yeah, what's the bigger next things then after Leverage X?
I think Leverage X is the big next thing. This is our main product for 2024, that's for sure. We have other smaller products in the pipeline, and we've been talking about that, about this portfolio rebalancing product. But we see a super high demand in this leverage product, and this is going to be most likely our main product for sure for 2024, because this is quite a serious operation and there are so many possibilities and it involves so much marketing and also providing this product actually to other chains that people can come in to provide capital for on the investor side. So I think if we can do this really well, then this is going to be a massive step forward for Javsphere and of course also for DeFiChain. So I would really focus on this one. It's always nice to have a long pipeline, but the main focus of the whole team is on Leverage X at the moment because we see a dramatic improvement and a big bang for the bucks, honestly. So that's the big thing. Besides Sebastian, Igor, any other opinion on that?
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned one important thing. It's the topic of multi-chain. I mean, Igor explained how we do that with the leverage product, and I think it's necessary just because we need more new users on DeFiChain. And I think it's not going to happen just with, hey, come on DeFiChain, use the products. It's basically with products, especially Leverage X, which will offer leverage for crypto, which will offer leverage for stocks. Which is not available on the market. And if people want to use it, they have to use our product. And at the end, it has a connection to a DeFiChain, even if they are coming from other chains. So this is the reason why we are so focused on that, not only from the huge potential on the usage side, but also it's one of the big drivers just to bring new people on our platform, and that also in that direction also on DeFiChain. And yeah, I mean, if you look at GMX or Jupiter, they are only doing leverage trading. They are nothing doing else. But we have other products. We just said it's not the focus at the moment, just because it would shift our focus in a direction where products are which are working as well. But we need this leverage thing for the whole ecosystem.
Nice. So yeah, Igor, do you wanna add something to this? Otherwise, yeah, I would open the floor to any questions you might have to the team then.
No, I would say that Leverage X will really be the main product for the next time. We will surely add governance on chain. So now this voting is not on chain, but I think in the next year we will also implement governance on chain. That will be a sure thing, but it's not a big deal like the leverage product. So full focus on that, and yeah, let's see where it's going. Then we have this multi-chain thing, right? So we have successfully launched on DMC. We can go on other chain, and yeah, we need to watch how it develops and how the product is accepted by the market, and see in which market situation we will be in Q4, what crypto is doing there, and we will see.
Yeah, that's actually nice. Let's see. I somewhere read that you guys are also working on a Javsphere documentation, a major update there. Right? So most likely, Igor, that's your job then. But yeah, so fingers crossed it will work out as planned. And yeah, I will definitely use your products in the future as well. So guys, I would open the floor and would like to ask you to either just raise your hands so we add you as speaker, or post some questions in the chat and Fabio will pick it up then.
Yes, floor is open for anyone. Please just raise your hand and we get you up to stage.
Okay, maybe in the meantime, until somebody comes up with a question, because Flo, you spoke about the documentation. That's a very good point. So documentation is a joint effort of the whole team. We always had a very good documentation, but the problem is things change very, very quickly and products are growing. So we are updating it constantly. If you are a user out there and you want to know more, then go on app.javsphere.com and click on more. And there's the link to the docs where you find everything, how to add the token, all the products, everything is described there. So yeah, not much guesswork. And beside that, of course, we've got a Telegram channel that is quite nicely populated. And if you have a question, drop a line there. There's always somebody to help. Maybe some questions now.
Yeah, the funny thing is the Telegram group is at the moment already discussing leverage X and the potential. So I see a lot of people. Greeting to all of you who are also listening us. You can also unmute yourself or ask to speak if you have something to say. But there is I just looked at the chat 5 minutes ago, and right now there are 30 new messages talking about leverage X. So yeah, I think our community is also realizing that this will be huge. If you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself.
Maybe also Sebastian or Igor, feel free to drop both the link to Javsphere or to the Telegram group in the comment section of this Twitter space, so that others that joined here and are not linked up yet have the opportunity to join as well.
Yeah. Maybe one point to make the FOMO a little bit bigger. We successfully deployed the Gains fork on testnet, and we are now preparing for building the UI for this. So yeah, in the next weeks, we will have a developer-friendly UI where you can place orders and test the whole thing. So we are working really hard on it, and then we're already on testnet with one part of it, right? So we decided to do it in small steps and not do a big bang. So we forked as one protocol. It is already deployed on testnet, and the next steps will be UI building for this, and then adapt the Jupyter liquidity pool idea and code to the code we already have. So yeah, these are the next steps or a small roadmap. There will be more, but it's just a summary of what's happening now. And yeah, we are working on it, and you see it on chain. You can see it on chain. We will document all the addresses. So we will extend the documentation about Leverage X, where you can see all the smart contracts, where you can enter. You can also build your own UIs and try to trade, because it's the same thing like on Gains. And yeah, we hope the community will help us to test it, to give feedback, especially this DEX protection thing, right? So if you imagine there are some vectors where people can attack the product, and for this we will also document and describe the protection mechanism, how to protect, if a whale with 1 million is not able to break the product, and all the stuffs we will add in the next days and the next weeks, documented, maybe also feedback from the community, from people who already built products or had experience with this. Feel free to join the Telegram group, ask questions, and so on. And yeah, really appreciate it.
Awesome. I'm really impressed. You guys have a pretty small team, and UX, UI is super impressive. Also, the rate where you're tuning out and turning up with new products. Awesome to see. For everybody here in the Twitter space, I pinned Javsphere's Telegram on top of the space. So if you open the space on top, you will see the message that Javsphere sent. Feel free to just join the Telegram group, and if you have any questions.
Cool. Fabio, it's not only a small team. We are always us three, which are seeable in the YouTube videos, but we have a huge team in the background who are working on design, smart contracts, front end, other stuff. So these people who are working in the background are also the true heroes, because you can't see them, but you see their work. It's not only us three. I mean, we are doing the major stuff on the forefront. So basically, what you see and the concepts, but we would not manage to do that on our own. And same on the marketing side, same on the operation side. So a lot of people in the background who are helping us, who are bringing value to the Javsphere.
Awesome. Just a side note, we have gotten a question. No, not really. Just a side note, for everybody that is tuning in late, the space will be recorded. We're also going to upload this as a podcast version, and there will be a dedicated blog post with the most important takeaways and all the links you need.
I hate silence, so I break the silence. Any questions? If not, I think thanks also to our community who is supporting us very, very deeply, and also joining the Twitter space. I can't say it often enough, but it's always cool to have you guys here and support us, even without questions, but basically with liking, commenting, and using our community, using basically the Telegram and everything. So yeah, thanks again from my side.
And maybe also a mandatory sentence: we are not relying on the DUSD price, right? So we not settle the market on the DEX. So we don't need the price. It doesn't matter if it's on 4 cents, 1 cent, or $1, right? So please remember, the whole Javsphere thing is not depending on DeFiChain as a whole. It should survive. Sure, we need a DEX to get the price feed, but the USD price is irrelevant for us. Just a reminder, so everyone gets it. And I don't want to read messages in Telegram group. Yes, the USD should be fixed. No, for us, no. For DeFiChain, maybe yes. But I care about Javsphere, and my goal, my vision is to make the Javsphere investors a good deal, and to help the ecosystem for sure. But we cannot do everything, and be focused on Javsphere investors, the Jav token, the utility. That's the best thing we can do.
Not much more to add. I'm finally back. I'm having dramatic internet issues here in Singapore. Unbelievable. It was great to be here. I think we've got a lot of work to do. There's so much more to come that people cannot really even grasp at the moment. And this could be a really big game changer, bringing all these new user groups to DeFiChain and to Javsphere. And like Igor said, we love DeFiChain. That's where we came from. That's why we didn't leave. And but our main focus is Javsphere. That's really, really important. And we really hope that Javsphere can influence DeFiChain in a positive way over the next couple of weeks, months, and years. But we will do everything to make all our investors and people using Javsphere happy people in the future. And we are really working hard on it. With that said, thanks for joining today, guys. That's it from my side. And thanks, Fabio. Thanks, Flo, for hosting the space. Really happy to be here, and would be really looking forward to do another space in a couple of months.
Thank you, guys. Thank you. That's a wrap. Thanks for the moderation, Flo. Thanks to Sebastian, Mark, and Igor for your valuable time. Thanks everybody for tuning in. And as I said, this space is recorded, and there will be dedicated material, both blog post and podcast, where you can revisit everything that was said today. With that, take care, everyone, and let's talk soon.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good evening. Bye-bye.
This space was downloaded via spacesdown.com. Visit to download your spaces today.